Hi, and welcome back to week 13.
Okay, no, you're not going to do the I sick voice and you put stuff in that.
I'm not the I sick boy. I don't. Oh my gosh. Dang it. Swing and serve unboxing. Okay, menu, take last, and feature delayed.
Do we need to
cooking.
set aside 20 minutes for you to talk about the man flu?
You know what? I don't feel good. And I'm still willing to take the time out of my illness to do this.
And we are all blessed with your...
Back off.
With your...
If I collapse in the middle of this, it's your fault.
Alexa, what is the man flu?
Man flu is a pejorative phrase that refers to the idea that men, when they have a cold, exaggerate and claim they have the flu.
Notice Alexa's a woman. Hi, and welcome to week 13 of As Good As It Gets.
I'm Cris.
And I'm Mikey.
And this is a weekly chat from our kitchen.
Week 13. Lucky number 13.
Yes.
I am doing this show under duress because I am sick.
Poor Putty.
Everybody,
poor
go
Putty.
ahead. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm accepting get well cards and, of course, checks from a rich billionaire if you feel sorry for me for having the man flu.
Yes, we all do. We feel so badly for
Yeah,
you.
you look like you feel sorry.
Yes.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yes,
That's what I heard today.
Exactly.
But let's get to our updates.
Yes. So last Saturday was, of course, after Thanksgiving, but we had to tape it before. So we got all our lovely Thanksgiving notes and then experienced our own Thanksgiving after the taping. So we're going to quickly go back to that because we got some really cool notes. Why don't you start?
I was going through the comments today on some of the folks that were talking about the recipes of ours that they used, the things that y'all did. Of course, wishing us a happy Thanksgiving and thank all of y'all that did that. Even had one gal I was talking to that she was saying what that she did on her Thanksgiving. She's talking about the food she ate, and then she said that she played video games with her husband. And I thought, that is cool. Just saying.
You just want to play video games with me because I cannot do them at all.
I would beat you.
And so you just want to beat me. The problem is Addie can play well and you don't like it that she beats you.
Addie's grounded from the Xbox. But this comes from the Addams family. This one comes from the Allen family, and it says, "Hi, I just wanted to stop by and wish your family a blessed Thanksgiving and give you a peek at what I am crocking today. Ham, turkey breast, baked white and sweet potatoes, and black-eyed peas." Ooh, I got a feeling that you all had a good time with that dinner. Yes, I used all my Crocs, and I'm thankful for Crocs at the moment. Thank you for all the inspiration. Love what you do. Well, Peggy, we thank you so much, and thanks for the pics. Look at that. She got her Cassie Crock going.
Yeah, we'll show pictures. I'll give you the pictures.
Oh, you're going to give me the pictures? Yeah, so you can see the... Hey, here's the pictures of what Peggy cooked.
There you go.
Pretty cool, huh?
All right.
That's awesome.
Yes. We got another note from Alyssa that said, "I just had to tell you that I made your corn casserole in my new casserole crock pot, and it was amazing. Absolutely delicious and the hit of Thanksgiving dinner. We can't wait to make it again. We were worried a little bit about it sticking, but she buttered her casserole dish and sprayed it with Pam, and nothing stuck. It was even nicely browned around the edges, just like you said it would be. Thanks so much for the great recipe. Love, Alyssa."
That's awesome.
Yay! That's one of our favorites and one we definitely use this year as well.
In fact, I got leftovers from that
Yes,
from Thanksgiving.
you did. Yes,
I had to work, and so my Thanksgiving was I stopped at our local IGA. Got a turkey dinner. It was really good. Our local IGA, their deli section has some great cooks in there, but I was kind of missing that home cook feel. And so the next day when Cris and Aunt Lou and Mama stopped by on their way through Black Friday shopping.
He says that.
Mama came in with a huge cooler bag full of leftovers, so I had Thanksgiving dinner the next day, and it was delicious. She makes the best ham. And corn casserole. Y'all did a whole bunch of stuff in crock pots.
We did 8 different recipes in slow cookers this year. So it was like really odd because the oven barely had anything going in it.
Yeah.
We're like, But it just made it easy. It was nice. We got everything prepped in the morning and just kind of chilled out for a little while, and then it all started getting done, and we had our meal. It was awesome. I have a picture of that too that you can show with Aunt Lou and I with our massive slow cooker spread.
The spread. This comes from Dennis, and it says, titled Thanksgiving Mishap. And he says, we put our turkey in the oven, and 3 hours later we went to check on the turkey, and the oven was cold and had stopped working. We were in panic mode as we have company over in less than 2 hours. I called a friend who knew something about ovens, and he thinks the element might have burned out. It's kind of a bad time for that to happen. He said I could use I could use the broiler, but to watch it so it wouldn't burn. Well, I checked on the turkey, and the breast and wings were done, so I took it out of the slow cooker and put the breast and wings and legs and put it in for high for 4 hours. Well, we had turkey, but we did not have the pies that we had or after. Thank God for my slow cooker. It saved the day.
Yay for the slow cooker.
That's
saving
right.
the day. So
Kind of cool. Hey, Mike, we're on to something here.
Alrighty, well, another update that we need to do is just to let you guys know, we've had a few people asking with Christmas time around the corner. We have reopened the Teespring store. It'll be open, I believe, now until December 13th. So we'll give you that link. That's got the t-shirts, the mugs, the sweatshirts. Now we've got long sleeve shirts and all kinds of stuff. But
Stickers?
Yes, stickers.
Stickers are cool.
Yes. So if you're wanting that, that link will be down below.
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news from As Good As It Gets.
Hey y'all, good old boy here, and I'm in the Christmas spirit. Now Cris doesn't know that I'm doing this, but I want to do another giveaway for this channel. So, if you're a subscriber, by 11:59 on December 12th, you're automatically entered to win your choice of either this programmable casserole crock pot or this right-size Hamilton Beach slow cooker. Your choice, and we'll announce the winner on episode 15 of As Good As It Gets. Now, like I said, this is between you and me, but all you got to do is be a subscriber. Just click subscribe down below and you're entered to win, and we'll let you know. Merry Christmas!
Hey, what are you doing in there?
I gotta go!
We now return you to your regularly scheduled program. Thank you.
Cool.
Then the next question, and I didn't print her question out, but is about the schedule, because people are missing Church Song Sundays, dear.
I know. Here's the thing. So I got this 40-hour-a-week job on second shift. So my mornings are usually spent editing videos that we do over the weekends. Of course, we've had vacation here recently. We've had the holidays with Thanksgiving and everything here recently. So we've kind of been split up with stuff, as well as vacation. We're together, but not anywhere we can take much. It's a lot of work. So there's going to be a little give on what we do. Tuesdays and Thursdays are still going to be the Cook and Chris's dishes. I'm going to do my best to learn the English language. I'm going to do my best for Mondays to do the quickies. I know we get a lot of good responses from that. Wednesdays and Fridays and Sundays are going to kind of be the split point, because like this video here, we've got about an hour usually worth of footage that we try to cut down into 30 minutes to get you the really good stuff, you know, and it's a lot of work. It takes about, with my job and everything, it takes about a day and a half to edit everything and make sure everything's right for you guys. And then the weekend rolls around, and usually I'm finishing the edit. We both are finishing the edit for this video, and then we're trying to find some family time in the middle of that where we're not working, we're not taping, we just kind of get to be us.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means Sunday, the Church Song Sunday, suffer because I haven't had time throughout the week to get that done. And then you got to think about this. When you're recording songs, I got to find a song. I got to learn a song, which means a whole lot of practice for the song. And then if you remember how much I'm a perfectionist, I don't like mistakes, so I try to keep the mistakes out of the song. So there's usually about 30 takes of the song. And then there's the sound
60.
engineering, and then there's putting it together. So those are a lot of work. I'm going to try and keep up on those and get those back in the rotation. But it's a lot of work, and I don't know that I'm going to get one done this weekend because I got the man flu.
Because he's got the man flu.
But if y'all noticed, yesterday there was a Friday Fun Day up, and it was a tribute song to the man flu and the suffering that us men have to go through when we get sick. So, but I'm going to try very, very soon to start doing some Church Song Sundays. I'm rolling around a couple ideas in my head. for some new projects too with friends. So friends, if y'all are watching this, get ready for some phone calls and text messages because I've got some really cool ideas that I want to have my friends do.
Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna try a few things, especially with whatever Wednesdays and Fun Day Fridays too, where maybe Miss Ad and I might do some of the tapings, so take some of the pressure off. Old Dad.
I love doing it. It's just a lot of work. It's fun though. It's a blast, especially the ones with Addie and you in them. Those are cool.
Yeah. So, okay. So now we're gonna move on to reader questions, and I'll give you the first question.
All right.
This is from Car, and it's for Mikey, and it says, Mikey, when you are showing and adding ingredients to a recipe, you're pretty particular about how much of this and how much of that to add. Then you say, add 2 eggs. Well, sir, what size eggs? Large, extra large, jumbo, small? In the future, would you please state what size eggs you're using? Thank you. Do you know?
Yes. The ones in my fridge. I don't know. I guess we've always just used the same eggs, so we never thought about that.
For the most part, if you see a recipe on the site, it's going to be a standard large egg. So.
Chicken egg.
Yeah.
Not an emu egg.
There's only one recipe I can think of on the site that might use medium eggs, and that's because we were doing a promotion that was helping the medium-sized eggs were helping in a donation to the food pantries in our area. So we did a recipe that had medium-sized eggs to teach people how to use them so that they could get a donation. But that current promotion isn't going on like that anymore. So, but even in that post, and I can give you a link, we talk about how you can, if like medium eggs are on sale, you could use we talk about the substitution of how many medium eggs it takes to make a large egg and all that kind of stuff. So anyhow, but usually 99.9% of the time on the site we're using large eggs.
Yeah. And
So.
is there really a difference though? I mean, I know there's a difference in size, but is there really going to be much in a recipe difference if you're using...
Well, when you get to baking, yes.
Okay.
Because baking's a science, so it's going to have a different amount of content inside those eggs.
Use large.
Use large.
Unless the recipe calls for medium. We'll let you know. But for now, we're going to use large.
It's if you ever in question, I would say on most any site, unless it says otherwise, I would use large.
Okay.
So.
Well, I've got a question to you.
Yo.
It's a slow cooker question. This one comes from Debbie T. And Debbie says, I have always had a slow cooker with a normal lid. I just got a new one and it has a tiny hole in the lid. What is this for? It seems to me like it might not be too safe to use and keeping the degree of heat corrected for food safety reasons. I was always told not to remove the lid because heat escapes. To me, a tiny hole in the lid would let heat escape. There's nothing in the booklet or box telling me why it's there. It is a 5-quart Toastmaster slow cooker. I've also seen it on other brands. None of my other cookers have ever had the tiny hole. Just wondered if you knew the reason for it and how does it continue to keep a high heat inside the crock.
Okay. Well, I don't have a Toastmaster slow cooker, but a lot of my slow cookers have the little venting hole in the lid. And I would assume that that's to let steam out. I think probably a lot of the older style slow cookers don't have that, and probably it was more important back then for them not to, and for you to leave the lid on, than even it is today, because the older, more vintage slow cookers cook at a lower temperature than the ones of today. And it's for food safety reasons that the more modern slow cookers all are required to cook hotter, which is part of the reason why everybody's pulling their hair out because their food overcooks and all that kind of stuff, and things don't take as long to cook in the slow cooker as what they used to. That's one of the reasons why. So I would say if it's not a unnatural hole, meaning you think something's damaged, that's the way it's meant to be. If you want specifics on the food safety requirements and standards that Toastmaster or whoever your manufacturer is, just contact them. I'm sure they have that on file. But it probably is just a part of the design, and it will maintain that heat.
Yep.
But if for any reason, any slow cooker, brand new or not, Octavius,
Dog's got to pee.
watch. Ooh.
About knocked over our unboxing.
But if you ever have anybody or any concerns that something's not cooking hot enough because you've put it in there and it's not cooking like you think it should, then contact your manufacturer. If your slow cooker ever starts behaving differently than it had done in the past, that is a sign that something's not right.
Yep.
But straight out of the box, just a little venting hole in the lid, that's a normal thing. I wouldn't be too overly concerned. And if you want to know the food safety standards, I'm sure that the manufacturer would be able to give that to you. So, but the reason it's different is things cook hotter now.
Yep.
So it's easier for it to get back up to that cooking point.
The tech is so much better when it comes to slow cookers. I mean, any kitchen gadget anymore, the tech is so much more advanced.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, back then, cookers just cooked. They cooked hot or they cooked medium. And now, I mean, they've got temperature sensors on them. They've got thermometers in them. They can tell you to the degree of how hot your food's cooking and know how to regulate itself.
Yep.
Okay.
So, alrighty. Well, now we're going to go to our unboxing.
Here we go back with these again.
Yeah, every time I talk about a crock pot, I start doing that. We had several readers ask us if we have or if we've tested out the new fancy swing and serve. And so with the holidays coming up, and a lot of those kind of appetizer things, many of you know that we have a slow cooker we call Big Bertha, and she's a 3-pot slow cooker that takes up a lot of room. Well, swing and serve, we ordered this. No one sent this to us. We purchased this.
But if anyone wants to send us some,
No.
no.
I want to be able to tell you
We got
guys.
this.
Oh yeah. We've got it. So this is supposed to be, and look at how that changed our lighting.
Yeah, it got darker. Well, it's
really-
because we're highlighting this and not us.
I guess.
We'll come back.
Anyhow, this is a buffet style slow cooker that puts 2 of the pots in a swinging motion so that it's easier to store. That's kind of the thought process behind it. So we're going to crack this baby open, give you our first impressions, and then we'll be testing it over the holiday season and definitely let you guys know what we think and if we like it the same or more than Big Bertha.
Pop goes a Mikey.
Man flu, say what?
I feel better. All right, you ready to crack this thing
All
open?
right, let's see. I'm going to stand up and you're going to use your knife.
My wife got me a new knife the other day. She didn't know it.
I didn't know I got him a new knife,
But
but
it's a knife. I love Gerber knives. They're super sharp. And
super sharp, huh?
yeah, super sharp and very lightweight. Look at that. Check out that knife. Isn't that cool? $40 on Amazon. I was very happy with that. Check out the spring assist, y'all. I know there's probably not that many knife lovers out there, but watch this. I'm just going to barely touch it. Look at that. Okay, that's my knife promo for the day.
Thank you.
Love you, Gerber. I'm a Gerber baby. All right, so let's see what we got in here.
Okay, we may have to.
Yeah.
You may have to take it over there and give me a piece at a time.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Slice right through there. I don't know what that is. What is that?
We'll find out.
So it's unboxing
Oh,
and
my.
unwrapping.
Look at those tiny little crock pots. Okay.
The baby crock pots.
Oh my. Oh, they're like stainless steel.
Yeah.
I wonder if they stick.
I don't know. What do you think about like a cheese dish or something like that? Like a.
I don't know. Okay, well, we're not doing a real good job of showing this.
Oh, we're kind of looking at it too. Oh, look at the cute little lids.
They're flat, too. Okay, interesting.
Oh, there go. There's one right there.
Oh, we're going to turn it around here in just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so the top two Crocs are made of stainless steel, it looks like. And then the bottom Croc is like this really oval, almost pointed on the ends.
Okay.
Center Croc. Just, I'm not sure we need it.
I know what that's for. I know what it's for.
You do.
I do. Ooh, hey, one of my favorite features.
There's a
Cord winder.
There's a cord winder on the back. Well,
I don't know if we really want
goes-
to call it a cord winder because you got to do the winding, but it's a cord keeper.
Interesting lids. Okay, this is kind of intriguing.
Did you see instruction there?
Is that all?
Is that the
There's
instructions?
no
right
other stuff in there?
there? No, that was it.
Okay, so what is that little well? Oh, I know now. What do you think it is?
That's where you keep your spoons.
You're right. It's a utensil holder. Right here.
And washable.
Yes, comes out. So let's see. This is how you would carry it. I guess that makes this lid a little bit more stable because I was like, ooh, that's not super stable. But, and then these guys,
Just knock the lid
Mikey's not allowed to.
I'm not allowed to play with
He's
the
not
tool.
allowed to play with it. It is a manual slow cooker. Each of them have go from warm, low, and high. And it has an indicator light that tells you whether or not, I don't know if they can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
There we go. Has the knobs on it. These lids stay attached. The bottom lid does not stay attached.
They slide into a
Yep,
slot
so you
right
can
there.
So the idea of this is for both transport and storage. It takes up a lot less space than Big Bertha, who would take the entire table here. The difference is these are, how big are those? This one down here I think is 3 quarts. Does it tell? Does it say on the box?
Let me check the box. The box says 3-in-1 slow cooker. Includes 2 1.5 quart Crocks and 1 3.5.
Okay, so these are smaller than Big Bertha's, and this one is bigger. Mm-hmm. So you could probably do, you could probably split a meatball recipe and put in these, and then maybe do a cheese dip down here, or a smaller cheese dip, maybe half of a cheese dip, half of another cheese dip. We're going to test some things and let y'all know what we think.
Chili, cheese,
Hot dogs.
hot dogs. Yeah,
It would work for that.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
That's a very popular recipe too.
Yep.
So
You should
as
show
simple
them.
as it is, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you. I mean, it's a hot dog recipe. You take hot dogs, you put them in a crock pot, and that's the end of the recipe. But it's so easy. And then if you want to get all fancy with it, you can put some Velveeta in here, let it melt down.
Maybe with some salsa.
Yeah, with some salsa,
Or something.
like a chili cheese, and then over here maybe like some coney sauce with the mega head ground beef. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, you're just going to have to make sure you make it small enough. Like,
Yeah, I see these
so
are
you might have to cut a regular recipe in half to fit in.
1.5 quarts is all you got, so you don't have a lot of room to deal with. But I mean, that's deep. That's
Yeah, you can get more than you think you can get in there. You're not going to be able to take that off with the lid, baby.
like that. You could put a lot of cheese in that still. I mean, that'd still serve a lot of people.
Wonder how that'll do. It reminds me a lot of the lunch crock, the size of the lunch crock.
Kind of looks like an ashtray too.
Totally random. Okay, we need to put this away because I'm gonna have to leave soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta go pick up Addie. So let's do a real quick segue.
No.
Oh, she doesn't want me to put the crock pot where I put the crock pot because that would get me in trouble.
It could fall. There you go. All right.
So let's
All right,
segue into our
menu.
weekly menu. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're going to do this one ET style. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Fingers up. Oh, okay, baby. What you got for dinner this week?
Alrighty, breakfast is Southwest breakfast casserole. That's one of Aunt Lou's that we're gonna give a try.
Awesome.
A dessert is her upside down blueberry lemon cake. Lemon and blueberries were just meant for each other.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Sunday is family day, so no cooking on that day. Then on Monday, I know, just brace yourself. Can you handle this?
I'll even make it.
The Instant Pot version of the Mississippi pot roast.
Best recipe out of over 600 recipes now. Still my number one.
Well, if you guys don't have an Instant Pot, then you can definitely still use the crock pot.
Yeah.
We'll give you both recipes there. We are going to have that with parsley potatoes, and I may be testing how to do those in the Instant Pot too.
Cool.
We'll see. All right. Okay. On Tuesday we have crockpot root beer pulled pork with slow cooker beans and weenies. So yay! And leftover day, we I think I might have to make an exception this week and let us have the soup for leftover day because it's crockpot smoked sausage potato and corn chowder.
Which, in my opinion, is the best soup on the block.
It's one of the best. We love it. Thursday is one of Aunt Lou's. It's crockpot cheesy chicken and rice with crockpot green beans. And then on Friday is one of my personal favorites, slow cooker 3-bean casserole crunch. And so that's got crunched up Fritos on top of it. It's kind of like a cowboy bean with that on top, and it's yummy with cheese. So Saturday is recipe testing as always.
All right, so that's our menu for this week. You can join us by doing this every single week. We'll put up a post on the blog that'll have the menu recipes, and you can eat along with us. It's kind of like having dinner with the fam every week. All right, you ready to go back to the show?
Yes.
Ooh, very good.
Okay.
That was out of this world. All right, so what do we got there for the feature this week?
For the feature discussion, this is a question I get a lot. I actually got this 2 or 3 times over the holidays. And this question comes from Cindy. Cindy asked, since I leave my house at 6:30 a.m., is there a crock pot that I can program to start cooking at 10 a.m. over 3 hours after I have left? And finish around cooking 5 or 6 p.m. There are so many slow cookers I'm interested in, but their cooking times are between 6 and 8 hours, and I'm gone from home 10 hours a day. Do you know of such a crock pot? And thanks for your help. My initial answer is it's not going to be the answer that you want, unfortunately. I think manufacturers have primarily stayed away from this because of food safety concerns. Because once, when you leave food out at room temperature and you're not cooking it, it could create all kinds of foodborne illness.
That's an environment for
Yeah.
bad things.
Yes. So I don't think they do that on purpose. The only slow cooker that I know of that could do that, if it decides to that day, is the Wi-Fi slow cooker or the Wi-Fi crock pot that you all know I've shared before. I'm not a big fan because it does not reliably stay connected to our Wi-Fi.
That was a few years ago that you got
Yes, but we've tested it several different times, and I've tried to use it. Lou's tried to use it. We've tried to use it in different scenarios, and even when it is working, it still will disconnect before the end of cooking. So if you needed to switch it to something from your phone, it's still... There may be people out there that have it and love it, and I hope so. I just cannot, in good conscience, recommend it.
I mean, there's ways you could... There's technology out there that would allow you to cook from work. I mean, Wemo, for instance. Wemo is a
that's-
It's the same concept. You have a Wi-Fi switch to where you can actually go from your phone, turn on the switch, and whatever's plugged into it's going to turn on.
Right. Well, and
you couldn't do that with a programmable slow cooker, but you could do it with like a manual slow cooker.
Right. You could also use like the old-fashioned timers that you just set to go off at a specific time, and it would turn it on with a manual slow cooker. But I would never do that and leave food out, particularly meat out, for 3 hours before cooking.
Right.
That's
no.
not. It's
that's
just not
also
worth
going to
it.
raise a question. Well, you said before that you could prepare a dish the night before and put it in the fridge. Yeah, well, yeah, because you're putting it in the fridge, which is going to be a much more frigid environment,
Right.
which is going to slow down the growth of
it's not
the
gonna
bacteria.
it's not going to have the danger zone.
No.
So so what are your solutions if you have 10 hours? A slow cooker you might consider is I believe it's called IntelliTime, and I think it's by Hamilton Beach. It is a slow cooker where you don't set high or low. You actually just tell it how many hours, how long you're going to be gone. And it's supposed to even out your cooking time so that your food doesn't overcook the same way that it would if you had it just on a regular setting. So that might be a solution. The other solution I would give to you is try the bowl inside the slow cooker trick with water on the outside of the bowl, because that is going to one, fill the vessel up more, and it's going to slow the cooking time down. And I will say, now I haven't tested it to extremes, but I have never had something burn on me or overcook on me by using that bowl in the center. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is look for recipes that beef recipes tend to let you cook things longer. Some soups let you cook things longer. If you are doing chicken, bone-in chicken is going to take longer to cook than boneless chicken. Dark meat chicken will be able to withstand longer cooking times than white meat. So
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, because there's a little bit more fat content.
What
so
about
it's
the
not
slow
gonna dry.
cookers that we have that after the prescribed cooking time switch to warm? What do you think about those?
That is what the slow cooker industry has as their solution for folks who work for 10 hours. But those of you who have that probably have a similar experience to me, that if you're worried about something overcooking, the warm setting just keeps overcooking it, because it still cooks it too hot to, like, I don't know. I personally am not a huge fan of the warming setting. I mean, for an hour, it might not be too bad, but 3 or 4 hours on warm is still it's like a chicken breast.
It's gonna.
Yeah. And so, I think your solutions are thinking about the types of meals that you're cooking. There's also the option, if your work would allow it, for you to bring the slow cooker in, get one that has the cook and carry lid that latches down, and you could cook dinner with you, kind of thing.
Just watch out for coworkers.
Yes, so people don't try and steal. The other solution would possibly be cook it overnight. Put it on to cook before you go to bed. Cook it overnight, and in the morning, or let it shut off while you're getting ready and let it cool down a little bit, then pop it in the fridge, and then when you get home from work, it's like leftovers. You can pop it out and reheat it. That may be your best solution.
Smart lady right there. Hello?
See, I got the right answer.
Alexa, stop.
Did you like that? And with that,
So that gives you just a few options to mull over to try to make sure you have dinner when you go home after a long 10-hour day.
Alrighty, well, I think that's our show for today.
I think you did a good job.
Well, I got the right answer.
Well, yeah. And I did this with the man flu.
Oh my goodness. Does anybody have a sticker or a cookie I can give
Just somebody out there feel sorry for me. I don't feel good.
him? Me neither.
Thank you guys for watching this week.
Send us your questions.
Send us your comments.
Bye.
Bye.